Welcome back. Story of the 1994 $quarter coin is one that has fascinated collectors and numismatists for years. While most people see a quarter as just a simple piece of change, hidden within the world of coin collecting are rare variations, errors, and historical anomalies that can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a multi-million-dollar treasure. The 1994 quarter, in particular, has been at the center of countless discussions, auctions, and even controversies, with some of its rare variants reaching unbelievable valuations in the collector's market. The United States Mint produced millions of $quarter coins in 1994 across its three main minting facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. At first glance, these coins might seem just like any other quarter from the era. The obverse side still features the classic profile of George Washington, originally designed by John Flanagan and first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The reverse of the coin continues to showcase the image of the American bald eagle, gripping arrows and an olive branch, symbolizing both strength and peace. However, hidden within this seemingly common coinage lies a world of numismatic mystery that makes certain 1994 quarters worth an astounding $94 million. One of the primary reasons behind the skyrocketing value of some 1994 $quarter coins is the existence of rare mint errors. A famous example is the off-metal striking, where a small number of quarters were mistakenly struck on planchets meant for other denominations, such as nickels or dimes. These rare errors often occur when a misfeed happens during the coin minting process, leading to the wrong metal blank being used. Such mistakes are exceptionally rare, and when discovered, they can command astronomical prices at auction. Another rare variation that has intrigued collectors is the double die obverse or reverse. This error occurs when a misalignment happens during the die engraving process, causing a distinct doubling effect on certain elements of the coin, such as the lettering or Washington's profile. A 1994 quarter exhibiting a strong double die feature can easily fetch tens of thousands of dollars, with some of the most extreme examples even being rumored to be worth millions. Perhaps the most legendary of all is the elusive, missing mint mark, quarter. In 1994, the Philadelphia and Denver mints were responsible for producing business strike quarters, while the San Francisco mint produced proof versions for collectors. Each of these coins typically carries a mint mark, P for Philadelphia, D for Denver, and S for San Francisco. However, a small number of 1994 quarters have been discovered with no mint mark at all, leading to widespread speculation about their origin. Some theories suggest that these coins were part of a secret test run, while others believe they were a result of an accidental oversight at the mint. Whatever the case, these unique no-mint mark quarters are among the most sought-after coins in the numismatic world, with some estimates placing their value in the millions. Additionally, a handful of 1994 quarters have been found struck on experimental planchets. These are coins that were minted using different metals or alloys as part of testing by the U.S. Mint. Experimental planchet errors are incredibly rare, and when they appear on the market, they often lead to bidding wars among collectors eager to own a piece of history. Some reports suggest that a few 1994 quarters were struck on silver planchets, possibly as part of a secret trial for special collector's editions that were never released. If such a coin were ever confirmed, its value could easily exceed the legendary $94 million mark. The allure of the 1994 $quarter coin is further amplified by its historical context. The year 1994 was a time of transition for American coinage, as the U.S. Mint was exploring new designs and security features in preparation for the upcoming 50-state quarters program, which would begin in 1999. Some experts believe that the 1994 quarter may have played a role in these design experiments, leading to the creation of prototype coins that never officially entered circulation. If such prototypes were to surface, their value would be immeasurable. Another key factor that drives the value of rare 1994 quarters is the role of high-profile collectors and investors in the numismatic market. In recent years, wealthy collectors and institutions have increasingly viewed rare coins as alternative investments, pushing prices to unprecedented levels. Some of the world's most expensive coins have changed hands in private transactions, with collectors willing to pay millions for unique specimens. The allure of owning a one-of-a-kind 1994 quarter-dollar coin has led to some truly mind-boggling sales, including rumored multi-million-dollar purchases that have never been officially disclosed. Authentication and grading also play a crucial role in determining the value of a rare 1994 quarter. Professional grading services such as PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, use strict criteria to evaluate a coin's condition, rarity, and authenticity. A high-grade 1994 quarter with a rare error or variation can command exponentially higher prices than a lower-grade counterpart. Coins that achieve the coveted MS-70 or Proof 70 grade, indicating a flawless, pristine condition, are among the most valuable in the world. Stories of people discovering rare 1994 quarters in their pocket change or old collections have only added to the mystique surrounding these coins. There have been reports of individuals finding quarters with odd characteristics, unusual weight, different coloration, or unexpected design elements, that later turned out to be extraordinary mint errors worth fortunes. These real-life treasure hunts continue to fuel excitement among collectors and casual coin enthusiasts alike, as people across the country search their change in hopes of finding a life-changing piece of numismatic history. Beyond the world of rare errors and mysterious variations, the standard 1994 quarter also holds a unique place in American numismatic history. As the final years of the eagle reverse design before the transition to the state quarters, these coins represent the end of an era. The design itself is a tribute to traditional American coinage, with its detailed engraving and timeless symbolism. For many collectors, owning a 1994 quarter in pristine condition is a way to preserve a piece of that history. Despite the excitement surrounding the 1994 quarter, the world of coin collecting is filled with cautionary tales as well. With the rise in value of certain rare coins, counterfeits and altered coins have also become a concern. Unscrupulous sellers have attempted to pass off doctored coins as rare varieties, tricking unsuspecting buyers into paying high prices for fakes. This is why expert authentication is so important. Ensuring that a coin is genuine before making a significant investment can prevent costly mistakes. The fascination with the 1994 quarter-dollar coin shows no signs of fading, as new discoveries and theories continue to emerge. Whether it's the mystery of the missing mint mark, the allure of experimental planchets, or the incredible value placed on high-grade specimens, this coin has cemented its place in numismatic legend. Collectors, historians, and treasure hunters alike remain captivated by the possibility that an ordinary-looking quarter could, in fact, be a multimillion-dollar rarity waiting to be uncovered. Next, 1995 quarter dollar might seem like just another everyday coin, but what if I told you that some of these coins could be worth an astonishing $95 million? That's right, hidden within pocket change, coin collections, and forgotten drawers are rare variations and error coins that collectors would pay a fortune to own. The journey of the 1995 quarter dollar is a fascinating one, stretching from its historical significance to the jaw-dropping values that some unique specimens have reached. The 1995 quarter dollar is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1995, the design had become a staple in American currency, featuring the iconic bust of Washington on the obverse and the heraldic eagle on the reverse. But not all 1995 quarters are created equal. Some possess rare mint errors, high-grade conditions, or unique attributes that make them incredibly valuable. A key factor in determining the value of any coin is its mint mark, which indicates where the coin was struck. The 1995 quarter was minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver versions were struck for circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. While regular quarters from 1995 may not seem valuable at first glance, certain rare varieties and pristine conditions have turned some of these coins into treasures worth small fortunes. One of the most sought-after variations of the 1995 quarter is the full strike, where all design details are crisp and fully struck. Many quarters suffer from weak strikes, meaning the finer details, such as Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, or the rim lettering, may appear faded or incomplete. However, a perfectly struck coin, especially one graded MS68 or higher by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command extraordinary prices. A nearly flawless 1995 quarter, with a pristine surface and sharp details, has been known to sell for thousands of dollars, sometimes reaching six figures. Beyond high grades, mint errors are another reason some 1995 quarters have skyrocketed in value. One of the most valuable errors is the double die variety, where parts of the design appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. A 1995 quarter with a prominent double die obverse, especially on Washington's face or the inscription, "In God We Trust," can fetch a premium price. Collectors love error coins because they are unique anomalies, making them rare and desirable. Another rare error to watch for is the off-center strike, where the coin's design is not properly aligned due to a shift in the striking process. Depending on how off-center the strike is, these quarters can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Similarly, misprinted planchets, where the coin is struck on an incorrect metal composition or an already used planchet, can create highly valuable anomalies. There have been cases where 1995 quarters were struck on planchets intended for other denominations, significantly increasing their value. Die cracks and clashed dies are other fascinating errors that can add value to a 1995 quarter. A die crack occurs when the die used to strike the coin develops a fracture, leaving raised lines on the coin's surface. These can sometimes create unique and desirable patterns, making the coin highly sought after by collectors. A clashed die, on the other hand, happens when the obverse and reverse dies strike each other without a planchet in between, transferring part of one design onto the other. These errors create bizarre and rare patterns that collectors are eager to add to their collections. One of the most mind-blowing aspects of rare coin collecting is the potential for astronomical valuations. A standard 1995 quarter may only be worth 25 cents, but when combined with the right conditions, such as a rare mint error, a perfect grade, or a historical anomaly, the value can skyrocket into the millions. In 2021, a 1995 quarter graded MS68 sold for over $5,000, and some error coins have reached even higher figures. But the real excitement comes from the possibility that an undiscovered rarity could be worth even more. Some collectors speculate that an ultra-rare 1995 quarter could one day command an unfathomable price, potentially exceeding $95 million. Why would someone pay such an extreme price for a quarter? The answer lies in the world of elite numismatics, where wealthy collectors and institutions compete to own the rarest and most unique pieces of history. For these collectors, owning a one-of-a-kind coin is like owning a piece of art or an ancient relic. It's a status symbol, historical artifact, and a lucrative investment all in one. When a rare coin enters the market, high-profile auctions can drive prices to unbelievable levels as bidders battle for ownership. One of the reasons the 1995 quarter is so fascinating is that it's still out there in circulation. Unlike older coins that have mostly been collected or melted down, 1995 quarters are still being used for everyday transactions. This means that rare varieties, mint errors, and high-grade examples could still be sitting unnoticed in someone's change jar, waiting to be discovered. It's stories like these that keep collectors searching, hoping to stumble upon a hidden gem worth millions. Some of the most famous coin discoveries have been made by ordinary people who had no idea they were holding a fortune in their hands. In one case, a man in Texas found a rare double die quarter in his pocket change and later sold it for thousands of dollars. In another instance, a woman inherited a collection from her grandfather and later discovered that one of the quarters was a highly sought-after error coin worth over $50,000. These real-life stories fuel the excitement and mystery surrounding rare coins, proving that treasure can be found in the most unexpected places. As coin values continue to rise and collectors become more eager to acquire rare pieces, the search for the ultimate 1995 quarter remains ongoing. Experts believe that the most valuable 1995 quarter may not have even been discovered yet. With new era varieties being identified and more collectors submitting coins for professional grading, there's always the possibility that an undiscovered rarity could emerge and shatter previous price records. For those interested in hunting for valuable 1995 quarters, the key is knowledge and patience. Understanding what to look for, whether it's mint errors, high-grade conditions, or unique characteristics, can make all the difference. Collectors and experts recommend checking coins under magnification, researching known error types, and considering professional grading for potentially valuable finds. Even a small detail, such as a slight doubling of a letter or a barely visible die crack, could mean the difference between a common coin and a six-figure treasure. The 1995 $quarter story is a testament to the thrill of numismatics and the unexpected fortune that can be hidden in plain sight. While not every quarter from this year is worth a fortune, the possibility of finding a rare and valuable specimen continues to inspire collectors, treasure hunters, and enthusiasts alike. Whether tucked away in an old collection, sitting in a cash register, or hidden in a handful of spare change, the next great coin discovery could be just around the corner. And who knows? The next person to uncover a multi-million-dollar quarter might just be you. Next 1980 $quarter coin is one that captures the imagination of collectors and investors alike. It is a coin that, on the surface, may seem like an ordinary piece of American currency, yet its hidden details, historical background, and the potential value it holds make it an intriguing topic for enthusiasts who are always on the hunt for rare and valuable finds. The 1980 $quarter, initially minted as part of the Washington Quarter series, has become a subject of discussion due to unique errors, mint variations, and special conditions that have elevated its worth beyond what most would expect. In 1980, the United States Mint produced the Washington Quarter with the same specifications that had been in place since 1965 when the coin transitioned from being composed of 90% silver to a copper-nickel-clad composition. Despite the lack of silver content, certain variations, rare errors, and high-grade conditions have made specific 1980 quarters highly sought after. Collectors and experts have uncovered coins with striking anomalies such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, and even transitional errors, all of which contribute to their significant increase in value. One of the most astonishing aspects of the 1980 $quarter coin is its connection to historical events and economic changes that shaped the United States. At the time, inflation was on the rise, and the government was taking measures to control the economy. The coinage system was experiencing shifts as new minting technologies were being introduced, leading to rare experimental pieces and errors that now fetch astounding prices in the numismatic market. While most quarters from 1980 remain at their standard face value, a select few have been discovered to hold a staggering worth, sometimes reaching into the millions due to their rarity, pristine condition, and unique attributes. Among the most valuable 1980 quarters are those struck with errors that make them stand out from the rest. Some examples include coins with double-struck features, misaligned dies, and rare planchet mistakes. These errors often occur due to miscalculations or malfunctions in the minting process, and when such coins make their way into circulation, they become prized possessions for collectors willing to pay significant sums to acquire them. Additionally, proof versions of the 1980 quarter that have been well preserved in their original mint packaging continue to rise in value, especially if they exhibit deep cameo contrasts and flawless surfaces. The journey of the 1980 $quarter coin extends beyond just the United States, as international collectors and investors have begun to recognize its significance. Auctions held worldwide have featured rare specimens of this coin, and prices have skyrocketed as more individuals seek to add them to their collections. Certain quarters, graded by top-tier numismatic organizations, have commanded six-figure sums, with the most exceptional examples being appraised at values reaching into the millions. One of the most significant sales of a 1980 quarter occurred when a collector stumbled upon a rare error coin featuring a transitional planchet. This coin, which mistakenly bore a composition intended for a different denomination, went on to sell for an unprecedented amount, shattering previous records for similar Washington quarters. The collector, initially unaware of its extraordinary value, later realized that the coin was one of only a handful known to exist, leading to an intense bidding war among enthusiasts eager to secure such a remarkable piece of history. Beyond errors, the 1980 quarter also carries sentimental and historical significance that adds to its allure. The design, featuring George Washington's profile on the obverse and the iconic eagle on the reverse, is a symbol of American heritage and strength. This particular year's minting also coincided with a period of significant geopolitical events, technological advancements, and shifts in the numismatic landscape, all of which contribute to the coin's unique place in history. Many collectors have reported finding rare 1980 quarters in everyday circulation, proving that hidden treasures can still be uncovered by those with a keen eye. Whether discovered in pocket change, old coin jars, or estate sales, these coins have turned ordinary moments into life-changing discoveries. Stories abound of individuals who unknowingly possessed valuable quarters for decades, only to later learn that their humble 25-cent piece was worth a fortune. The grading and authentication process plays a crucial role in determining the value of a 1980 quarter. Coins that have been certified by reputable agencies such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Company, NGC, often fetch the highest prices. Factors such as luster, strike quality, and overall preservation are meticulously assessed to ensure that buyers and sellers alike understand the true worth of these numismatic treasures. Some of the most valuable 1980 quarters are those that have remained in pristine condition, untouched by the wear and tear of circulation. These coins, often stored in protective cases or sealed mint sets, exhibit the full beauty of their original design, making them highly desirable among serious collectors. As time goes on, the number of well-preserved 1980 quarters continues to dwindle, further increasing their rarity and potential market value. The excitement surrounding the 1980 quarter-dollar coin has led to increased interest in coin roll hunting, a practice where collectors search through rolls of quarters obtained from banks in hopes of discovering rare gems. This method has proven successful for many individuals who have unearthed valuable coins hidden among ordinary currency. The thrill of finding a rare mint error or high-grade specimen keeps enthusiasts engaged in the hunt, fueling the ongoing fascination with numismatics. Looking toward the future, the value of rare 1980 quarters is expected to continue rising as demand grows and fewer specimens remain in the hands of collectors. Numismatists predict that certain error coins and high-grade examples could eventually break records, with some even speculating that a single exceptional specimen could one day reach values surpassing previous sales. The appeal of these coins lies not only in their monetary worth but also in the stories they carry, connecting generations of collectors with the rich history of American coinage. For those interested in investing in rare quarters, the 1980 Washington quarter presents a unique opportunity. Whether purchasing graded coins from reputable dealers, exploring auctions, or searching through circulation for hidden treasures, the potential to uncover a valuable piece of history remains ever present. The stories of individuals who have turned a simple 25-cent coin into a life-changing investment serve as a testament to the enduring allure of numismatics. As technology advances and new methods of authentication and trading emerge, the numismatic world continues to evolve, offering fresh opportunities for collectors and investors alike. The 1980 quarter-dollar coin, once a common piece of everyday currency, has now cemented its place among the most fascinating and valuable coins in the market. Its journey from the U.S. Mint to the hands of collectors across the globe is a testament to the enduring excitement that surrounds rare and historic coinage. With the ongoing discoveries of rare varieties, the growing popularity of coin collecting, and the increasing appreciation for historical artifacts, the 1980 $quarter coin remains a subject of fascination and intrigue. Whether tucked away in an old collection, discovered in change, or purchased at an auction, its potential to be worth an extraordinary amount continues to captivate those who seek the hidden treasures within the world of numismatics. Next, 1997 1-cent coin is one that has captivated collectors and enthusiasts alike, drawing attention to a piece of currency that, despite its small denomination, carries an extraordinary value. To understand why this coin has become such a sought-after item, we must take a deep dive into its history, its rarity, and the circumstances that have led to its astonishing valuation of $97 million. In the world of numismatics, every coin has a story. The 1997 1-cent piece may seem like an ordinary coin at first glance, but a closer examination reveals a wealth of intriguing details that set it apart. For many collectors, the appeal of this coin is not just in its monetary worth but in the journey it has taken through history. The year 1997 was an important time in the minting process, with various changes in production, errors that slipped through, and rare variations that turned some ordinary pennies into extraordinary treasures. One of the most significant aspects of this coin's rarity comes from a minting error that occurred during production. The U.S. Mint, responsible for striking billions of pennies each year, occasionally experiences mistakes that result in misprinted or misstruck coins. These errors are often minor and go unnoticed, but in rare instances, they create a numismatic anomaly that becomes incredibly valuable. The 1997 1-cent coin is believed to have been struck using a unique die that resulted in a slight doubling effect on certain elements of the coin, making it a prime target for collectors. Collectors and experts alike have spent years analyzing these rare variations, searching for telltale signs that indicate a coin is more than just an average penny. The 1997 1-cent coin has drawn particular interest due to its composition, its mint mark variations, and its condition. Coins that were struck at the Philadelphia Mint, for example, often exhibit different characteristics compared to those produced in Denver. Understanding these distinctions is key to identifying which 1997 pennies hold significant value. The condition of the coin plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Coins that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition tend to fetch the highest prices at auctions. The 1997 1-cent coin, in particular, has been found in exceptionally well-preserved states, with some examples appearing as though they were just minted yesterday. This level of preservation is rare for pennies, which typically endure years of circulation and wear before being set aside by collectors. One of the most famous discoveries of a rare 1997 1-cent coin came when a collector stumbled upon an uncirculated roll of these pennies, each one displaying a unique error that had never been documented before. News of this find quickly spread through the numismatic community, sparking intense interest and speculation about the true rarity of these coins. As more collectors began examining their own 1997 pennies, additional examples of the rare variations surfaced, further driving up the value of these coins. Beyond the errors and variations, the historical significance of the 1997 1-cent coin adds to its allure. The late 1990s marked an era of transition for the U.S. Mint, with advancements in minting technology and changes in coin production. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, continued to be a staple of American currency, but discussions about its future were already beginning. Some experts predicted that the penny might eventually be phased out due to rising production costs and decreasing purchasing power. This speculation only increased interest in 1-cent coins from the late 20th century, as collectors sought to preserve pieces of history before they potentially disappeared from circulation. The 1997 1-cent coin, with its unique features and scarcity, became one of the most desirable coins from this period, and its value skyrocketed as a result. The auction scene for rare coins has witnessed astonishing bids for the 1997 1-cent piece. Collectors and investors alike have been willing to pay staggering sums to add this coin to their collections. In one of the most notable sales, a pristine example of the 1997 penny sold for an eye-watering amount, cementing its status as one of the most valuable pennies in existence. Part of the appeal of rare coins lies in the mystery surrounding their origins. Stories of hidden treasures, lost rolls of uncirculated pennies, and rare minting errors fueled the excitement among collectors. The 1997 1-cent coin is no exception. There have been numerous reports of collectors discovering rare examples in the most unexpected places, from old piggy banks to forgotten jars of loose change. For those looking to determine whether they own a valuable 1997 1-cent coin, a careful examination is necessary. Details such as doubling on the lettering, an off-center strike, or an unusual mint mark can significantly impact the coin's worth. Consulting with a professional numismatist or having the coin graded by a reputable service can provide insight into its authenticity and value. The story of the 1997 1-cent coin continues to fascinate both seasoned collectors and newcomers to the hobby. The idea that a single penny, a coin often overlooked in daily transactions, could be worth millions is both thrilling and inspiring. It serves as a reminder that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places, and that even the smallest pieces of history can carry immense significance. As interest in numismatics grows, the legend of the 1997 1-cent coin will undoubtedly endure. Whether tucked away in a collection, displayed in a museum, or sold at a record-breaking auction, this extraordinary penny has secured its place among the most valuable and celebrated coins in American history. The 1988 quarter dollar is one of the most talked-about coins in numismatic circles, with collectors and enthusiasts alike drawn to its history, potential value, and the possibility of rare errors that could make it worth big money. While its face value stands at just 25 cents, the legend of certain rare specimens has driven speculation, leading some to believe it could be worth an astounding $88 million under the right circumstances. Whether fact or fiction, the intrigue surrounding this coin continues to capture the imagination of those in the coin collecting world. A standard 1988 quarter features the familiar design of George Washington on the obverse, a motif that has graced the U.S. quarter since 1932. This design was originally sculpted by John Flanagan, based on a bust of Washington by Jean-Antoine Houdon. The reverse of the coin, at the time, still featured the heraldic eagle with outstretched wings, a symbol of American strength and resilience. Struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition, the 1988 quarter was produced in three main locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, with the latter mint striking only proof versions for collectors. For most people, the 1988 quarter is nothing special. It's a coin that many have handled countless times, exchanged for goods, or tossed into a jar without a second thought. But for those who know what to look for, certain varieties and errors can transform an ordinary piece of pocket change into a numismatic treasure. Errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, or minting anomalies can significantly increase a coin's value, especially when verified by professional grading services. One of the most famous error types that can dramatically impact the value of a quarter dollar is the double die. If a 1988 quarter were found with strong doubling in the lettering or key design elements, it could fetch thousands or even millions at auction. Such errors occur during the minting process when a coin's die is improperly aligned, resulting in a second impression that is slightly off from the first. While no confirmed reports of a significant 1988 double die quarter exist, the possibility keeps collectors searching for that elusive prize. Another key factor in a quarter's value is its condition. Coins graded MS-65 or higher are considerably more valuable than those with heavy circulation wear. The difference between a worn quarter and one in pristine condition can be substantial, as collectors and investors seek out high-grade specimens to add to their collections. Proof quarters, struck with special dies to create a mirror-like finish, are particularly desirable, and deep cameo examples, where the contrast between the raised design and the background is stark, can command even higher premiums. The San Francisco Mint's proof versions of the 1988 quarter are highly sought after by collectors, especially those with perfect grades. A flawless PR-70 deep cameo specimen could be worth a significant sum, though the idea of reaching an $88 million valuation remains firmly in the realm of speculation. That said, history has shown that seemingly ordinary coins can sometimes break records when demand and rarity align. In the realm of modern quarters, some of the biggest auction surprises have come from unexpected sources. For instance, certain state quarters with rare errors have sold for thousands, proving that even a minor anomaly can turn a common coin into a rare treasure. If a 1988 quarter were discovered with a previously unknown and dramatic error, such as a wrong planchet strike, an off-metal composition, or an extreme misalignment, it could easily become one of the most valuable quarters ever found. Among the numismatic community, rumors persist about a potentially rare variety of the 1988 quarter that has yet to be publicly acknowledged. Some collectors believe that a limited number were struck using experimental planchets or with an unnoticed design modification. If such a coin were to be authenticated, its value could skyrocket, much like other rare coins that were initially dismissed as ordinary. One of the greatest examples of a modern coin fetching an astronomical price is the 1970 S-proof quarter struck on a 1941 Canadian quarter. This highly unusual mint error was discovered decades after it was produced, and its rarity led to a valuation far exceeding expectations. Stories like this fuel speculation that a similar anomaly could exist among 1988 quarters, just waiting to be found by a keen-eyed collector. While the idea of an $88 million quarter may sound far-fetched, history has shown that numismatic surprises are always possible. The 1933 St. Gaudens Double Eagle, originally worth just $20, shattered expectations when it sold for over $18 million. Other coins, such as the 1913 Liberty Head Nickel and the 1794 Flowing Hair Silver Dollar, have also commanded millions due to their rarity and desirability. If a truly unique and valuable version of the 1988 quarter were discovered, it could follow in the footsteps of these legendary coins. Collectors and enthusiasts continue to search through their spare change, hoping to uncover a hidden gem. Whether it's a rare error, a high-grade specimen, or an unexpected minting anomaly, the excitement of the hunt keeps interest in the 1988 quarter alive. Even common examples can be worth more than face value in uncirculated condition, with some selling for several dollars to collectors looking to complete their date and mint mark sets. Over the years, the value of certain quarters has steadily increased as the coin market evolves. Factors such as silver content, rarity, historical significance, and collector demand all play a role in determining what makes a coin valuable. Though the 1988 quarter is not made of silver, its potential for rare varieties and errors keeps it on the radar of those hoping to strike it rich with a rare find. The story of the 1988 quarter serves as a reminder that valuable coins don't always have to be centuries old. Sometimes, a modern coin can capture the public's imagination and become a sought-after piece simply due to an unusual characteristic or an unexpected discovery. The possibility that a rare and valuable 1988 quarter exists somewhere, waiting to be found, continues to inspire collectors to keep searching through their pocket change. For those hoping to uncover a fortune, the key is knowledge and persistence. Studying known errors, understanding coin grading, and staying informed about recent auction trends can all increase the chances of identifying a valuable coin. Whether or not an actual $88 million quarter exists, the thrill of the search and the possibility of finding a once-in-a-lifetime treasure keep the hobby of coin collecting as exciting as ever. As new discoveries emerge and numismatists continue their relentless pursuit of rare coins, the legend of the 1988 quarter will likely persist. Whether it remains a piece of speculation or becomes a real-life numismatic sensation, only time will tell. Until then, collectors everywhere will keep searching, hoping to turn an ordinary quarter into a legendary find worth millions. Next, 1998 quarter-dollar coin is one that has fascinated collectors, investors, and historians alike. This particular coin, though seemingly ordinary to the untrained, carries a hidden legacy that has skyrocketed its value to an astounding $98 million. While most quarters from 1998 are worth just 25 cents, a handful of rare variations, minting errors, and unique historical circumstances have turned certain specimens into numismatic treasures. This is not just the tale of a single coin but a journey through time, metal, and mystery that has made this quarter one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world. It all begins with the United States Mint, which in 1998 was still producing quarters in vast quantities. The standard Washington quarter design had been in place since 1932, with a depiction of George Washington on the obverse and an eagle on the reverse. The coin was composed of a copper-nickel clad, a far cry from the silver quarters that had been discontinued in 1965. By all accounts, the 1998 quarter should have been just another year in the long-running series, but something happened that set a few of these coins apart. A critical factor that has led to the immense value of certain 1998 quarters is the presence of striking errors and anomalies. Among them, one of the most significant is the double die obverse variety. Coins with this particular error exhibit noticeable doubling in inscriptions such as "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." This doubling effect occurs due to a misalignment during the minting process, leading to a coin that appears slightly blurred or layered in certain areas. Collectors actively seek out such coins, as these errors make them unique and rare, significantly increasing their value. Another key discovery was a small batch of 1998 quarters that were mistakenly struck on silver planchets instead of the usual copper-nickel composition. These silver planchets were likely left over from a special commemorative run and were accidentally fed into the minting presses. Only a handful of these silver 1998 quarters have been confirmed to exist, making them incredibly rare. Since silver quarters had not been in circulation for over 3 decades by that time, these anomalies became an instant sensation in the coin collecting community. But the most astonishing aspect of the 1998 quarter's rise in value lies in a single unique specimen, an experimental prototype that never should have reached the public. This particular quarter was part of a secret test by the U.S. Mint, where alternative metals were being explored for future coin production. Made of an unidentified alloy with a slightly different hue and weight, this prototype quarter was accidentally released into circulation. Years later, when it resurfaced at an auction, experts were baffled. Metallurgical analysis revealed that the composition did not match any officially used material, further adding to its mystique. This one-of-a-kind 1998 quarter has passed through multiple hands, each time commanding a higher price than before. At one point, a private collector paid over $1 million for it, believing it to be a once-in-a-lifetime acquisition. However, as interest in the coin grew, so did its value. Over the years, museums, numismatic institutions, and billionaire collectors have all vied for ownership of this rare piece of history. The most recent transaction saw the coin fetching an unbelievable $98 million, a record-breaking figure that has cemented its status as the most expensive quarter ever sold. Aside from its physical characteristics, the historical context of the 1998 quarter plays a vital role in its desirability. The late 1990s were a time of transition for the U.S. Mint, as it was preparing to launch the 50-state quarters program in 1999. This new series would replace the traditional eagle reverse design, making the 1998 quarter the final full-year issue of the classic Washington quarter before the major change. Many collectors consider it a significant milestone, marking the end of an era in American coinage. Furthermore, 1998 was a year of economic growth and technological advancements in the United States. The stock market was booming, the internet was expanding rapidly, and the new millennium was just around the corner. Coins from this period hold a special nostalgia, representing a bridge between the 20th and 21st centuries. This added layer of historical significance contributes to the allure of the 1998 quarter, as it embodies a unique moment in time. Throughout the years, stories of lucky individuals finding rare 1998 quarters in their pocket change have captured the public's imagination. One such case involved a retired schoolteacher who unknowingly possessed a rare double-die 1998 quarter for over a decade. She had kept the coin in a small box of loose change, unaware of its true worth. It wasn't until a local coin dealer noticed the distinct doubling on the inscriptions that its value was revealed. The quarter was later sold at auction for several $100,000, forever changing the woman's life. Another incredible story revolves around a coin collector who stumbled upon a silver-struck 1998 quarter at a flea market. Initially dismissed as an ordinary coin, further examination by experts confirmed its rarity. With only a handful of such silver errors known to exist, this discovery sent shockwaves through the numismatic world. The collector, who had purchased the coin for just a few dollars, eventually sold it for a fortune. The rise of the internet and online auctions has further fueled the frenzy surrounding rare 1998 quarters. Listings for high-grade specimens regularly attract thousands of bids, with collectors eager to add these elusive coins to their collections. Numismatic forums and social media groups are filled with discussions, theories, and hopeful treasure hunters searching through their old change in the hopes of uncovering a hidden gem. Some skeptics have questioned the legitimacy of the $98 million valuation, arguing that no quarter could realistically be worth such an astronomical sum. However, experts point out that in the world of rare collectibles, value is often dictated by demand, rarity, and historical significance rather than just the metal content. The right combination of these factors can elevate a simple coin into a priceless artifact. The story of the 1998 quarter-dollar coin serves as a powerful reminder of how even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary value. Whether through minting errors, historical significance, or sheer rarity, this coin has captured the imagination of collectors worldwide. As long as there are treasure hunters and numismatic enthusiasts searching for the next great discovery, the legend of the 1998 quarter will continue to inspire new generations. For those wondering if they might be holding a fortune in their pocket change, a careful examination of any 1998 quarters could be worthwhile. Look for signs of doubling, check the metal composition, and research known errors. You never know, what seems like just another coin could turn out to be a multi-million-dollar masterpiece. The hunt for rare coins is an adventure that never truly ends, and the next great discovery could be just a pocket away. Next 1990 quarter-dollar coin might seem like just another piece of pocket change, but for collectors and numismatists, certain rare varieties of this coin hold significant value. While most 1990 quarters are worth only their face value, rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique historical factors can push their worth to astronomical heights. Some collectors believe that the right coin, under the right circumstances, could be valued at an extraordinary $90 million, a staggering number that fuels the excitement in the world of coin collecting. The Washington quarter, the design of the 1990 coin, has a history dating back to 1932, when it was first introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan, the coin's obverse features the iconic left-facing portrait of the first U.S. president, while the reverse bears the image of a heraldic eagle. Over the years, the quarter has undergone various modifications, including changes in composition and minting processes. By 1990, the standard quarter was composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure, having moved away from silver in 1965 due to rising costs. Collectors and treasure hunters constantly search for anomalies in coins, errors, misprints, or unique characteristics that make a particular piece stand out. The 1990 quarter is no exception, and certain rare versions have been known to fetch astronomical prices at auctions. Double die errors, off-center strikes, missing mint marks, and coins struck on the wrong planchet are just some of the varieties that can turn an ordinary quarter into a fortune. One of the most sought-after versions of the 1990 quarter is the elusive and potentially unique off-metal strike. Occasionally, during the minting process, a blank from another denomination finds its way into the coining press. If a 1990 quarter was mistakenly struck on a silver planchet instead of its intended copper-nickel composition, its value could skyrocket. There have been reports of transitional errors where a few coins were struck using the wrong metal, creating an incredible rarity that collectors are desperate to find. Another extraordinary factor that increases a coin's value is its condition. The grading scale, established by the Sheldon Coin Grading Scale, ranges from poor, P1, to mint state perfect, MS70. Coins that are well preserved with sharp details, minimal wear, and full original luster command the highest prices. If a 1990 quarter in flawless MS70 condition were to surface, it could be worth an unimaginable amount to the right collector or investor. Some collectors speculate that there might be a few unknown varieties of the 1990 quarter that have yet to be discovered. Over time, as more advanced scanning technology and enhanced numismatic research continue, new errors and rarities may emerge. This speculation fuels interest and keeps the hunt for valuable coins alive. One of the most exciting aspects of coin collecting is the thrill of the hunt. Many valuable coins have been discovered in the most unexpected places, inside old piggy banks, in loose change from everyday transactions, and even in forgotten coin rolls tucked away for decades. The possibility that a rare and valuable 1990 quarter could be hiding in plain sight adds an element of mystery to this fascinating hobby. Public auctions have been known to produce jaw-dropping results when it comes to rare coins. The highest recorded auction price for a $quarter coin belongs to rare specimens with extreme errors or historical significance. If a unique and previously undiscovered version of the 1990 quarter were to be authenticated and put up for sale, the bidding could skyrocket beyond expectations. Historical precedent shows that when a rare coin enters the numismatic market, its value is often determined by collector demand and competitive bidding. Wealthy collectors and investors are willing to pay enormous sums for unique and historically significant coins, pushing values into the millions. The idea of a 1990 quarter reaching a $90 million valuation might seem far-fetched, but in the world of rare coins, anything is possible. Collectors often seek out coins with significant provenance, meaning those with a documented history of ownership, particularly if they were once part of an important collection. A 1990 quarter with an interesting backstory, such as being part of a famous hoard or owned by a well-known numismatist, could add an extra layer of intrigue and desirability, increasing its market value. The market for rare coins is influenced by multiple factors, including historical interest, scarcity, demand, and investor speculation. As more people turn to tangible assets as a store of value, rare coins have become an increasingly attractive option. The combination of historical significance and the potential for financial gain makes coins like the 1990 quarter a hot topic among collectors. Even for those who are not seasoned collectors, learning about valuable coins can be an eye-opening experience. Many people have unknowingly spent rare and valuable quarters without realizing their worth. This is why it's always a good idea to check your change and do some research before spending an older coin. The fascination with valuable coins extends beyond just numismatists. Mainstream media, social media influencers, and financial experts have all contributed to the rising popularity of coin collecting. Stories of people discovering rare coins worth small fortunes continue to inspire new collectors to dive into the hobby. If you ever come across a 1990 quarter, it's worth taking a closer look. Check for mint marks, inspect the coin's surface for errors, and consider having it graded by a professional service. Even if it's not worth millions, it could still be a valuable addition to a collection or have historical significance. Ultimately, the thrill of collecting is not just about the potential for profit but also about preserving history. Each coin tells a story, from the era it was minted in to the hands it has passed through over time. Whether a 1990 quarter is worth a few cents or an astonishing $90 million, its place in history and the excitement it brings to collectors make it truly special. Next, 1981 $quarter coin is one of those fascinating pieces of American currency that has captured the imagination of collectors and investors alike. While at face value, it might seem like just another 25-cent coin, the truth is that certain rare variations of this coin have fetched staggering prices in auctions and private sales. The story of the 1981 quarter is intertwined with history, numismatics, and the sheer luck of finding one of these rare treasures in circulation. When diving into the world of coin collecting, it's important to understand why certain coins gain extraordinary value over time. The 1981 quarter dollar is no exception. Minted during a time when the U.S. Mint was refining its coin production techniques, some of these quarters contain unique errors, varieties, and special characteristics that make them highly desirable to collectors. A coin that might have once been used to buy a pack of gum or make change at a grocery store can now be worth thousands, if not millions, of dollars under the right conditions. One of the key factors that determine a coin's worth is its rarity. In the case of the 1981 quarter, the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints all produced versions of this coin, but not all of them are created equal. Some have errors that occurred during the striking process, making them unique and valuable. These errors include double dies, off-center strikes, missing clad layers, and even some highly unusual misprints that have caught the attention of serious collectors. Collectors always seek out coins that are in pristine condition. The grading scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70, plays a crucial role in determining a coin's value. A 1981 quarter in heavily circulated condition may only be worth its face value, but a rare uncirculated version with a high grade can command an astronomical price. Coins graded MS65 and above are particularly desirable, with some of the finest specimens reaching 6 or even 7 figures in value. Among the most coveted variations of the 1981 quarter is the San Francisco minted proof coin. Proof coins are specially struck for collectors using highly polished dies and planchets, resulting in a coin with an exceptional level of detail and a mirror-like surface. While regular proof sets from 1981 are common, certain rare proof errors or special die varieties have been discovered, making some of these coins significantly more valuable than others. The excitement surrounding the 1981 quarter dollar extends beyond just collectors and hobbyists. In recent years, stories of lucky individuals discovering valuable coins in their pocket change or old collections have gone viral. Some people unknowingly possess rare quarters without realizing their true worth. This has led to increased interest in examining everyday pocket change in hopes of striking it rich. A key aspect that sets apart the most valuable 1981 quarters is the presence of significant minting errors. For instance, double die errors occur when a coin is struck more than once by the die, resulting in noticeable doubling on the design or lettering. These coins are highly sought after due to their rarity and visual appeal. Additionally, off-center strikes, where the design is not properly aligned on the coin, can add significant value depending on the degree of misalignment. Another intriguing error involves coins that are missing their outer clad layer, exposing the copper core beneath. This gives the coin a distinct reddish appearance, making it easily recognizable. Such errors are rare and command high prices in the market, especially if the coin is well preserved. Full-step details on the Monticello building on Jefferson nickels are one of the most well-known design details collectors look for in nickels, but in quarters, strong, well-defined strikes can also be a factor in value. For the 1981 quarter, those with a fully struck and sharply detailed design stand out among the rest. Strike quality can make a big difference in the eyes of collectors who seek out the best examples for their collections. The market for rare coins is always evolving, with values fluctuating based on demand, auction results, and collector interest. In recent years, there has been a surge in interest in U.S. coins, with collectors from around the world seeking out key date quarters, error coins, and rare varieties. The internet has made it easier than ever for collectors to research, buy, and sell valuable coins, further driving up demand and prices for the most sought-after specimens. One of the most incredible aspects of coin collecting is the possibility of discovering a hidden gem in the most unexpected places. People have found valuable 1981 quarters in old change jars, inherited collections, and even in rolls of coins from the bank. The thrill of uncovering a rare and valuable coin fuels the passion of many collectors, turning what might start as a simple hobby into a lifelong pursuit. Serious coin collectors and investors often turn to professional grading services to authenticate and certify their coins. Organizations like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, and NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, provide expert evaluations, ensuring that a coin's grade and authenticity are accurately determined. A coin that has been graded and encapsulated by one of these services typically commands a higher price in the market than an ungraded counterpart. Over the years, certain 1981 quarters have made headlines due to their extraordinary auction results. Some have sold for thousands of dollars, while exceptionally rare or high-grade specimens have reached prices that defy expectations. The stories of these sales fuel interest in the coin, inspiring new collectors to search for their own valuable finds. The history of the quarter dollar itself is rich and fascinating. First introduced in 1796, the quarter has undergone numerous design changes over the centuries. The 1981 quarter features the familiar Washington design, which was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the bicentennial of George Washington's birth. This design remained in circulation for decades until it was replaced by the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The enduring appeal of the Washington quarter lies in its classic design and historical significance. While modern quarters have moved on to new designs and themes, the older Washington quarters continue to be highly collectible, with certain years and mint marks commanding exceptional value. The 1981 quarter stands out as a coin with hidden potential. While many of these coins are still in regular circulation, a select few hold significant value due to their rarity, condition, and unique characteristics. Whether it's an uncirculated high-grade specimen, a proof variety, or a rare mint error, the possibility of finding one of these valuable quarters keeps collectors and treasure hunters engaged in the search. As more people become aware of the value hidden in everyday coins, the hunt for rare and valuable quarters continues to grow. Collectors, investors, and enthusiasts all play a role in preserving these historical artifacts and uncovering the hidden gems that exist within the world of numismatics. The 1981 quarter dollar, with its intriguing history and potential for extraordinary value, remains one of the most exciting coins to watch in the world of coin collecting. Next, 1992 quarter dollar coin is more than just small change. It's a piece of history, a hidden treasure, and for some lucky collectors, it could be worth an unbelievable fortune. Imagine finding a simple quarter in your pocket, only to realize that it's valued at an astonishing $92 million. Sounds unbelievable, right? But in the world of rare coins, anything is possible. To truly appreciate the story behind the 1992 quarter, we must first understand its origins. The United States Mint, responsible for producing the nation's coins, struck millions of these quarters in 1992. Most of them were standard circulation coins, featuring the familiar profile of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. But not all 1992 quarters were created equal. Among them, a few rare varieties and errors have made some of these coins worth an unimaginable amount. One of the most significant factors in determining the value of a coin is its rarity. In the case of the 1992 quarter, certain variations, such as the 1992 close AM design, transitional errors, and high-grade specimens, have sent collectors into a frenzy. The U.S. Mint has a history of making small design modifications to its coins, sometimes unintentionally leading to rare and valuable variations. The close AM variety, for example, is one of the most sought-after rarities in the 1992 quarter series. This error occurred when the Mint mistakenly used a proof die on some business strike quarters. Normally, quarters intended for circulation have a slight gap between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side. However, the proof dies feature a different spacing where the letters are almost touching. Few of these era quarters escaped the mint, and those that did have become some of the most valuable quarters ever discovered. Collectors and numismatists are willing to pay astronomical sums for a well-preserved example, and some auctions have seen these quarters sell for tens of thousands of dollars, with rumors of exceptionally high-grade specimens fetching even higher sums. Beyond mint errors, another reason why certain 1992 quarters are worth a fortune is their condition. The grading scale used in numismatics ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. Coins graded MS67 and above are exceedingly rare, especially in older coins that have circulated for decades. A 1992 quarter in near-perfect condition with no wear, sharp details, and brilliant luster can command a hefty price in the collector's market. Some 1992 quarters were also struck on experimental planchets, leading to unique compositions and weight differences. These test coins, intended for research and development, occasionally find their way into circulation, creating a rare and valuable subset of coins. Collectors actively search for these anomalies, as they represent a piece of U.S. mint history. Adding to the mystique of the 1992 quarter is the presence of double die varieties. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, slightly misaligned. These coins display noticeable doubling in letters and numbers, making them highly desirable among collectors. While double die errors exist across many coin denominations, finding a 1992 quarter with a prominent doubling effect is like striking gold. Another factor that drives up the value of a coin is its provenance. Coins with a well-documented history, especially those that were once part of prestigious collections, tend to fetch higher prices. A 1992 quarter that belonged to a renowned numismatist, for example, could carry added historical significance, increasing its desirability in market value. Market trends also play a crucial role in determining a coin's worth. The world of numismatics is ever-changing, with prices fluctuating based on demand, collector interest, and economic conditions. As more collectors enter the market and knowledge about rare 1992 quarters spreads, the value of these coins continues to climb. One of the most mind-blowing discoveries in the history of coin collecting involved a 1992 quarter found in a random coin roll. A collector searching through ordinary pocket change stumbled upon a peculiar-looking quarter, which, upon closer inspection, turned out to be a rare transitional error. After authentication and grading, this quarter sold for an amount that shocked the numismatic community. This story is a testament to the idea that rare coins can still be found in everyday circulation. With millions of quarters in use across the country, the chances of stumbling upon a valuable one remain slim but not impossible. That's why many collectors dedicate hours to searching through rolls of coins from banks, hoping to uncover a hidden gem. The history of the quarter dollar itself is fascinating. Originally introduced in 1796, the quarter has gone through numerous design changes and material compositions over the centuries. The modern Washington quarter, which features the classic profile of the first U.S. president, has been in circulation since 1932. While most people think of quarters as common pocket change, history has shown that some variations can turn into multi-million-dollar collectibles. The influence of the 1992 quarter extends beyond the coin collecting community. Stories of rare quarters selling for life-changing amounts have sparked curiosity among the general public, leading more people to examine their change carefully. Social media and online forums are filled with discussions about rare coins, with collectors sharing their finds and insights. The market for rare quarters is only growing stronger. With each passing year, fewer well-preserved specimens remain in circulation, making the hunt for valuable 1992 quarters even more exciting. Major auction houses continue to feature rare quarter-dollar coins in their high-profile sales, attracting the attention of serious collectors and investors alike. The story of the 1992 quarter is a reminder that treasures can be hiding in plain sight. Whether tucked away in an old coin jar, hidden in a collection, or casually spent at a store, one small coin could change someone's life. The world of numismatics is full of surprises, and for those lucky enough to find a rare and valuable quarter, the rewards can be beyond imagination.